Hello, boys and girls. Mrs. Sadowski here, and today we're back with Hercules Quest. Almost done with the story, but today we're going to be looking at characters' actions and what it can tell us about a character. So I'm going to start first by looking at Hercules, and then you are going to need to look at Atlas for your task today. So if I look at Hercules, and I want to look at Hercules' actions, I decided that I wanted to look at the start of the story. And for the start of the story, I'm noticing that Hercules, one of the things he did at the start of the story was that he was asking the giant Atlas about apples and how he might go get them. Hercules didn't approach Atlas and say, "Hey, can you go get these for me?" Instead, he went and he was just trying to get some information. And since it was his quest and he's trying to get information, I think this tells me that Hercules is being resourceful. He's seeking out information to help him. I think it also shows that he's smart to try to find information instead of just going after the apples without knowing anything. So that's what I think it tells me about Hercules. Then as I continue to read this, I was looking here and Hercules was asking a question about, telling the giant that he's kind. The giant says, "Hey, I could go get these for you." He compliments him. So that tells me that Hercules seems to be pretty friendly at the start. He's telling someone that they're kind. And he's even looking to see, aren't you able to rest this guy? Is there some other way? You really need me to hold it, though? It kind of makes me think that maybe Hercules thinks a lot. He doesn't just jump to, "Okay, sure, let's do this." As I was looking, it also talked about how Hercules hesitated. He didn't just jump into holding the sky. It's not like the coyote and the rabbit, right? Where the rabbit's like, "Oh, help me, I'm holding the sky." And then the coyote jumps in. Hercules hesitated. And then he's even asking questions. He wants to know, is it heavy? And he wants to know how long. So Hercules asks questions. These are things that he does. And that tells me that Hercules is a thinker. He is someone who doesn't just rush into acting on things. So I could go on and on looking at Hercules and what it is that Hercules did or said and what that tells me about him as a character. Your job today is going to be to focus in on paragraph 12. Just this tiny little bit of text right here. That's all you have to look at, okay? Not the whole story. In paragraph 12, there are three things that Atlas does. Not Hercules, but Atlas. And in your assignment, which looks like this, okay? Again, in the directions it says, read paragraph 12. Mr. Ford was even so kind as to put paragraph 12, there it is, right there. Making sure you look at just that paragraph. Come up with three things, action 1, action 2, action 3. You're going to type in the box. What did Atlas do? And then you're going to make some inferences, okay? What does this make you think about Atlas? What does it tell you about Atlas? Okay, so you'll type that into each of these boxes. Finally, at the bottom, based on the whole story, okay, so the top, the big giant chart at the top is just about that little paragraph 12. The bottom part, though, is based on the whole story. What inference can you make about Atlas? You want to read through these carefully and make sure you really focus on Atlas. Then you want to look at your choices over here because part B needs to go with part A. So you need to make sure that the two things you choose go together. If you find that you pick something for A, but you can't find anything in B that matches it, you'd need to change your answer to part A, okay? So you want to make sure these things match. And again, the red circles are there so that you can move the red circle to circle which letter choice you want for each of them. All right, boys and girls, that's all there is for Benchmark today. See you next time.